Right, we're doing a reading. I've grabbed 2 decks. My fairy one and the gypsy one, the Rider-Waite. I don't know, I felt like using both. My brain wanted to use my Magic the Gathering cards, but that's not what I was called to grab, so lame. Alright. It seems like you've had your focus on something lately, gathering more information about something that is very dear to you, or the words that came, but it feels like very significant in my belly. It feels like it's that spot just between the solar plexus and the sacral chakra. It seems like there's something, a particular topic, or for some people I want to say or person. I feel like there's this particular topic that you have been looking more into, that you have been kind of keeping to yourself. Don't really want other people to be too aware of the fact that you're looking into this or taking it seriously or relating it to yourself in any way. It feels like it feels like there's not much point in explaining the things that you've been learning to those that have been immediately around you, because it seems as though you're starting to realize that these people aren't your people. And they're never going to understand. Definitely not from your perspective. Definitely not from, they can't, they're so under-evolved compared to you. No matter how you try and explain it, they don't want to know. They're refusing to even entertain this, information or this energy. It goes so far against their perception of reality that they're just not. It would be futile. There's a sense of feeling fucking alone in that kind of scenario, hey? But it doesn't feel lonely necessarily, because it's almost as though you know where this teaching is leading you. You know that this is leading you to people of a similar view that want to live with the same kind of magic, where it's logical magic. It's it feels as though you're ready to stop putting so much weight on other people being in your life, or the fact that they're there doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean that you have to be any other version of yourself than whoever the fuck you want to be. Yeah. So you don't want to show this side of yourself around these people because they won't understand. But that's the thing. It's like, it doesn't matter if they understand because they're not worthy of your time anyway. So just keep learning what you're learning and let it guide you to the right people. Allow the right people to come to you. It really feels like there's a plan underway. It feels like you're doing something. You're putting all of these pieces together, and it feels like you're coming up with something tangible. I'm gonna shuffle these ones. What the card actually says, though, I'll show you, and then I'll read it out. You can't bloody see a thing. It says, studious, responsible, cheerful, mischievous. Happy news about your career promotions or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly. Needing a little push to get going. So obviously everything that I said had nothing to do with those words. I was just reading the image. But please let me know in the comments if the words on the card are relevant. Also, let me know if the reading is relevant, and then let me know if the words on the card are more or less or equally relevant. And sorry if you can hear my housemate being gross in the background. Anywho, the energy of this card feels like a sequel to this card. it's like this one is preparing for a journey. This one is preparing for a new start with a new perspective, because you're realizing what your perspective is and how you want more people with a shared perspective like that around you, because that will change the whole trajectory of your life. It'll change the priorities that are in your life, because at the moment it seems like the priorities that you have are dictated by what the people that are in your life are expecting your priorities to be. And I don't know, they can go fuck themselves. You know. And this one is about actually moving into that phase. It's the journey card. It's about immediately the energy is so much lighter. So the energy of this card is like more like focused and calculated and hidden, like hiding all of these parts from these people. And it's like, but like hiding not in like a shameful way, but in like a cultivating way, in like a, I gotta protect this part of me because I can see how sacred this is now. And with all of the other things I'm learning, I'm understanding that these things that I've always been interested in, they have, I was always meant to be into them. I should never have let myself be shamed out of it, kind of thing, right? So then it's basically like living two separate lives, living within yourself for yourself, but then outside of yourself for other people. And it's like, fuck, why? The energy of this card though is so much more open, but and exciting. Like I can feel the movement of the card. And it seems like um hmm, I'm just drawn to the way that I'm drawn to the carriage driver right now. And I'm like trying to figure out what about him that I am drawn to specifically. It feels like it is his posture. Okay. Mm. It seems as though the journey ahead is a journey towards someone or something specific. It feels like you are kind of parallel with someone moving on this journey, and it seems like instead of your focus being on what you want unfolding and seeing it all come to you, you kind of have that energy of checking the other person to why what is the purpose of that, to make sure they're still going, to justify doing it yourself. Like it's like this other person that is in your field that you're kind of looking to, they're inspiring you to do the stuff that you want to do, to be who you are. And it's like you keep looking to them to be permission for you to continue on that path instead of like just focusing straight ahead. It's like I'm gonna keep checking to see if they're with me on this, you know. um you're not alone. So it feels like there's a little bit of insecurity in both of these cards. um are you insecure about connecting with the person that inspires you? Because I've got the visit card pop up. um it really feels like you do look up to this person. And I feel like you haven't told them. And it feels like you really want them to know how much they've impacted you. um it seems as though you're in a way like worried of how worried about how you're going to be received by this person. um but it feels like you know that you have to do this. Ooh. I was called to pull another card yet, but I don't want to lean into it fully yet until I look more into this one. But then the energy of the sun wants to impact this one somehow. Pardon me. Oh, that's why that wants to impact this one. Okay. Mm. That's so funny. Along with the visit card, the card that wants to go along with it says, no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision, and confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. Yeah. Look, bro, just visit them, please. Just do it. The universe is pushing you. Do it. Um, the person that inspires you, tell them. Visit them and tell them. No more procrastinating. What are you waiting for? Um, yeah, no. The fact that you're even considering coming and saying something about how this person has impacted you, the fact that you're even thinking that feels magical to this person. And the moment that you say it, that energy between you is going to be completely undeniable. And it's like looking into a reality that you can only have together. Oh my god. So cool and magical and amazing. What do you mean? No, I'm feeling heaps excited by this. What do you mean? Hmm. It feels like together, when you're together, it feels like it'd be so much more, it'd be so potent when you focus your intention and magic. Oh my god. It made me think of my ability training. And I've been like trying to play with energies and manipulate stuff with energies. And this is basically it's telling me that um anything that you've been trying to do on your own, the intention will be amplified with this person because they believe as much as you that it's possible, you know? Um so the intention will literally amplify. So the results will amplify. Very cool. That's a part of the magic that you meant to have together. But that's the thing, yeah. It's not just about being able to focus the intention, but it's also about the fact that the whole world just looks more colorful when you have people that inspire you in your life and you share that with them, that they inspire you. Because um I have a feeling that you inspire each other. And oh, this one gave me shivers for some reason. Oh my god. The message I immediately got from it was um of there's still so much more to discover. There are depths that you haven't searched yet within yourself and the other person, and both of you are going to be opened up to a whole new world of things within within yourselves that you didn't even know were a thing. Oh my god, you're going to discover magic that you forgot, connection that you forgot, and pain that you forgot. But it'll be very illuminating and warm, exciting. It won't be like exploring stuff on your own in confusion, in the dark. It'll be like I almost want to say like fireworks, but then not, because it's more like just explosions of color, but like softer, not loud and scary. But the words that are written on the card say positive changes are on their way, a welcome relief from troubled times, traveling or relocating. So yeah, literally, I've been getting messages very similar to this myself. Oh, okay. It seems like it's time to just say goodbye to your old life and your old self, because it's dead. It's not. It was never right. It was never real. It was never who you were. It's time to say goodbye to all of that shit and decide to become something new, something more aligned with who you actually are and the things that the people around you don't understand, that light you up, that feel like home, that resonate within your being. Say goodbye to anything that doesn't resonate with the reality where that is a big part of your life. Choose. Choose what you want to be a big part of your life. You're completely in control of that. And choose what kind of people you do not want in your life anymore. How many times do you have to keep going around and around with the same energy, the same people, with the same patterns? You don't have to do that anymore. Because it was all just to teach you to be yourself, to be the real you, and to lean into the things that make you really happy. So do it, man. Do it, lady. All right. Quick recap. Oh, by the way, I didn't read the first one to you, did I? The first one said, happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly. Needing a little push to get going. Did I read it out? Did I read that out? I don't remember. Literally don't remember. But anyway. So yeah, there was that one about feeling like understanding that the people around you is not the thing. That there's things that they just don't fucking understand and comprehend. But those things that they don't comprehend, those are things that you totally understand. And like, there's no explaining it to them. There was no explaining it to them fucking years ago when you wanted them to know. And now you need them to know for someone else's benefit. They're still not going to get it. They don't get it because they never got you. So fucking move on. They're never going to be worthy of you or your time or your energy. Just fuck them off. Because there's real people in your life that you can connect closer with, that do resonate with the things and that do see the things that you see and want to live in that world with you. Gosh darn it. So that's so funny because it says need a little push to get going, and then the next card said no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making decisions. Make the decision. And literally positive changes are on their way from doing so. You have to visit the person. You have to tell them how you feel about the things that they believe and about them. and about the fact that you require more people like that in your life. You require it. It is a requirement. Alright. Alright. So I wanted to pull these two at the same time. Don't know why. This one's just says some money. Some money. I want to look at them at the same time though, because I pulled them at the same time. But this one is unity. And it says, do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. So, yeah. Obviously, the things that other people don't understand that you do is in line with spiritual understandings. And the spiritual community is where you belong, but specifically a specific tier, a specific group of the spiritual community. For instance, if you're into the ability training like me, a huge percentage of the spiritual community still doesn't even know that stuff is possible. So those, yeah, can't just go to anyone that calls themselves spiritual, I suppose. But yeah, do the right thing for the right reason. For some people, I'd say that the comparing traditional versus new approaches to things, to see what works for you. I mean, I suppose that could be in relation to anything, but for someone, I feel like it's specifically talking about a relationship, and stepping into stepping into a version of you that you haven't been before, stepping into dynamics that you haven't tried before, and just seeing how things fit, see how it feels. Because you've been following traditional things for so long and what's expected. That's kind of like a part of your identity. If you're trying to leave that old identity behind, you kind of got to try on some new shit. So do that. Sounds good. And make sure that you're investing in the things that you want in your life. Don't invest your money, time, or energy in those people that don't get it. Just don't spend any time with them anymore. Just drop it all. Okay? Because the money that for some reason, I want to say that it's more about energy, but it feels like you need to be keeping some money aside to put toward this person that has been inspiring you. I don't know if this money is like a gift that you're going to be giving to this person or something related, but it feels like you need to have a reserve of this energy and intention for this connection that you're considering making. Okay? And don't expect everything to just like change all at once. It might. It very well might change all at once. But I think that just take I was gonna say take it one step at a time, and then I'm like, no, they've been procrastinating. Oh, I don't know. Take 2 steps at a time, and then jump. It's like, yeah, don't I wanted to say don't overanalyze, but then also it's talking about the well thought out plans, right? It feels like everything, it feels like you've been trying to like set everything right, but then it feels like there's a part of you that's still like, what if I don't want to do that? What if I don't do that? What if I don't do that? What if I just stay exactly where things are now? Don't think about that. What do you mean? Don't look back. Look forward. Or sideways at the person that you're going parallel with, but then also forward, because don't want you to crash. Yes. So, whatever it is that is within you that you're hiding from other people, that you're kind of like cultivating within yourself. I love that. I love that. And definitely feel more into the energy of all of that yourself, and like meditate more on who you could become if you took that energy on, all of the learnings and stuff, all of the stuff that you've been like inspired by. Like, envision yourself being that version of you, and really allow the energy of that to completely envelop you. And think of the person who inspired most of this, and allow your energy to flow to them, and say to yourself out loud, I allow my energy to be shared intimately with this person if they choose to receive it. And that can help your energy become more familiar, so it might ease the transition into actually seeing them in person. So yeah, you can do that. That is over 30 minutes, so I'm gonna have to end that there. But if that resonated at all, fucking that'll be interesting. Let me know, because it was very, very specific. And also, if you want like a personal reading, just message me on Instagram or WhatsApp, and I will respond. Indeed. I love you very much, and donations are always fucking welcome.